Alright, Chad and Charlie's back. And this is my little discussion of giving your hard-earned money to the church. Now, I never really thought about it. But I had a regular come in tonight. And I ain't going to mention no names because it ain't important. But he was like, he went to a financial meeting at his church. He's like, man, I didn't realize how much money my church had. Well, I looked at him and I was like, well, if everybody in the congregation, gives the church 10% of their hard-earned money, they're going to have money. It's just the way it is. Now, I don't mind if people give their hard-earned money to church. It's your business, not mine. I don't go to church, and if I did, I wouldn't, because I might need that shit for later. But here's my problem. A big problem. Growing up, I was raised in church. Everybody knows that. We'd go Sunday morning, Sunday night, and Wednesday night. And my mother, who worked her ass off, and we was poor, she would donate money to the church. Just give it to them every service. And if there was a revival, 5 nights, she'd give it to them. Like I said, we was poor. We had hand-me-downs. We'd have to eat leftovers 2 or 3 days. Eat a lot of bologna when I was a kid. And sometimes I didn't even have no fucking Miracle Whip. You know why? Because we was poor. Miracle Whip was an extra back then. Whatever. That's our business. But over the years, I realized something. My mother's giving this church money every service. We couldn't have no extras. Half time we didn't have money to sign me up for baseball or my sisters for softball. She done everything she could, but it didn't happen. And as a kid, that's a letdown. But over the years, every church service, she'd give them money. Like I said, she worked her ass off, but we was poor. And I noticed something when I became a young teenager. When we'd leave church service, we'd go home and we'd eat the leftovers of the bologna or whatever, And the pastor and his wife and friends and family or whoever, you know where they'd go? They'd go to a nice steakhouse. They would. Best place in town, they'd eat after church. And I remember we was part of that church for probably 7-8 years. And I can't remember a time where they invited us to go. So no, I wouldn't give my hard-earned money to the preacher, because you know what? Yeah, there's a lot of good Christians. I know a lot of them do put it towards church. But a lot of them feed off y'all. And that's the truth. It is. They pocket that money. I mean, you can say I'm wrong. Just the way it is. And I wouldn't even come up with this discussion until this customer, was telling me about that. And the funny part is, although he's all the time talking to me about God and stuff, and he knows my feeling on it, but he tries, it ain't happening. But right before he left, he looked at me and he said, Charlie Brown, you need to get your life right, or you're going somewhere you don't want to go. I said, man, I've been to jail. You're right, I don't want to go there. And he said, no. He said, you're going to hell. Straight up told me that. I'm going to hell. And I just kind of smiled. I was like, yeah, whatever. Well, my coworker overheard that, and she agreed. She's like, yeah, you're going to go to hell. She said, and it's hot down there. Well, it's a good thing I like summer, not winter. Just saying. Anyway, Chad and Charlie putting it out there. I mean, y'all can give your hard-earned money to the church. Not my business. But eventually, I'm going to need that shit, so I'm keeping it pocketed. I mean, I'm not giving my money so they can go eat a good steak when I'm eating Vienna sausages. I mean, really, folks? Really? Not trying to bring you down. I'm just putting it out there like I always do, Nope. Don't take no offense to it. All my regulars watch my videos. It's just the way it is. I mean, I'm going to tell it how it is, and that's how my life went. Being poor, mom worked her ass off, just gave money to church, and we never got nothing out of it. So, that's just my take on it anyway. Have a good night. Later. Oh, by the way, I've had one of these and a couple shots of hot damn, just for the record. Bye.